Hey guys, have you ever wondered how some garden centers or plant experts manage to make their succulents look like this or like this? Do you want to know how to grow succulents that look robust and bushy? Well, you're at the right place. Welcome to Whole Lotta Nature, and today I'm going to unveil a secret technique that's going to help you achieve this amazing succulent transformation. Well, for starters, I'd like to call this technique root bound propagation, but although there's no official name to it, and the best part about this technique is that it works on almost all types of succulents. So if you're wondering how to get started and how this process works, it's really simple. You don't need much, but you just have to wait for a long time. So basically what happens in this process is you take your succulent plant and you let it root bound for over the years. You keep providing it nutrition and it develops roots that are robust, and they need more. As they take in more nutrition, they'll want to leave out this nutrition in some kind of form. So as you keep fertilizing the root bound succulent, the root system sends a signal to the succulent to produce more offspring. So basically that's your pups. That results in like a lot of new pups over the years. So it depends on a lot of succulent varieties. For example, if you take an aloe or in a cave, it will only shoot out pups singularly in once in a while. For example, if you take the sedum shown in the video right now, they will shoot out multiple pups at the same time if they get enough nutrition to do that. So that also is something to keep in mind. We will go over the whole process in detail. Before we go over the whole process in detail, I'd like you to know why you would want to do this method and why is it beneficial for the succulent and for you as a plant parent. So basically, the best thing I can think of right now is that you get a lot of pups from this. You get a lot of succulents from this method. Yes, it takes a lot of time, but it pays off because you don't have to do additional work. You don't have to keep trimming the succulent. You don't have to keep propagating the succulent as we do in traditional methods. You just set this succulent up and you keep fertilizing it and it'll keep giving you pups. And when you grow it like us, when you don't separate the pups out of the main pot, they start to look really lush and green. I love the look of these overgrown succulents. Not only these succulents become lush and green, they also become pest and disease resistant. They can survive very harsh conditions due to this method. Take this aloe plant for example. It hasn't been repotted for 5 to 6 years. While it may look unnourished and need of repotting, it has given birth to countless pups over the years. We have made many aloe plants with this single aloe plant over the span of 5 to 6 years. We've given it away and we've grown it. There's so many in my balcony, there's so many downstairs. Before all of you go rushing in the comments and telling me to repot this plant, yes, I will repot this plant very soon. But as for now, you can see how sturdy this still is, even though it's been in that pot for so many years. So this method works, guys. It works very well. Well, even in nature, when succulents are like in a cramped space, they tend to do the same thing. So like it's their natural instinct to survive. Let's talk about how to set this up and how to get your succulent looking bushy and lush. For the substrate, you'll have to use a very airy and light substrate. This will promote root growth. Make sure you don't add a lot of fertilizer in the substrate. The ideal mix would be you could use Academa, Pumice or Perlite for it to be like more than 50% of the substrate. This is very important to promote root growth. For the rest of the substrate, you can use wood chunks, you can use a little bit of garden soil, you can use a little bit of charcoal as well. Make sure you don't add a lot of fertilizer in this. A pro tip I can give you all is to add fertilizer in the bottom of the pot and add your substrate over the thin layer of fertilizer. So what this method does is that when the succulent's roots don't find nutrition in the substrate, it expands its root in search of nutrition and it'll keep growing towards the bottom of the pot. So this will make the roots really healthy and like strong, and like it'll help create a robust root system. If you are wondering what we use for nutrition, we use leaf mold. Leaf mold is really rich in nitrogen, and that's what the succulents love. After the substrate, coming to the watering of these succulents, make sure you never overwater. It will disturb the roots and it will not promote a good root system. You probably wouldn't want to fertilize this succulent for about a year or two. Let it grow as it is. Do not disturb the succulent. Do not keep checking for the roots. Do not add more fertilizer because it looks undernourished. Trust me, it'll do fine. One thing my dad told me with over his 20 years of experience, the one pro tip he gave me is neglect. Leave the succulents as it is, let them grow, let them do their own thing, then they will thrive in nature's own way. So that's about it. If after you set this succulent up, you have to wait for years and it'll keep giving you pups. So if you want to grow it like us and keep it in the same pot, it'll grow lush and green, and I love the look of this. But if you ever want to give it away and you want to grow these pups separately, then you just take another pot with the same substrate, gently pull out the pup from the mother plant and wait for the pup's callus to form. Let it dry for 2 to 3 days and then put it in airy substrate too. You can give away this pup, you can grow it somewhere else in your house. Do as you please with it. Unlimited succulents for everyone. So there you have it, guys. That's our technique to grow unlimited succulents at home. Make sure you try this method and let us know in the comments, guys. Leave a like if you liked the video and subscribe if you're new. Till then, stay loyal to the soil.